Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Super Breakfast Friends Club.
More like Spooky Breakfast Friends Club.
Oh, you spoiled it. It's October.
I don't think I spoiled that.
They might not have known.
I think they've known for a few days.
You don't know that. No one knows that. It crept up on me. I thought there were a couple more days left of, I want to say November. No, September.
Yeah, but you're also blissfully unaware of the passage of time.
That's true.
You're not a good metric by which to measure that.
No. Well, play the theme song.
Pokémon ゲットだぜたとえ火の中水の中草の中森の中土の中雲の中のこのスカートの中なかなか大変だけど必ずゲットだぜポケモンゲットだぜマサラタウンにさよならバイバイ俺はこいつと旅に出る鍛えた技で勝ちまくり仲間を増やして次の街へいつもいつでもうまくゆくなんて保証はどこにもないけどいつでもいつも本気で生きてるこいつたちがいる
It's these guys again.
It's these guys again. Did you know this is our 150th episode?
I think you told me that, yeah, and then I forgot, so no.
So I told Mel last week that it was going to be our 150th episode, and then I said, so we should probably do Pokemon, and I think it says a lot about how far Pokemon has come that you didn't understand the significance of the number.
To be fair, I was probably playing a game at the time and only taking in about half of what you were saying, and like having to then...
We had just finished recording. Unless we immediately finished recording and then you just picked up a game.
That does sound like me. We've been talking about what episodes to do off and on for so long, I honestly don't remember what happened when.
Oh, I had to explain to you the correlation between Pokemon and the number 150. But it's been a long time since that number was actually significant in the series.
That's true. There's like 7,000 of them now.
There's over 1,000 for sure.
7,000.
So, we watched the spookiest episode they ever made.
You told me that this was spooky, but it was more funny than anything.
It's the spookiest episode they ever made.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure, because I feel like the thing is, the games are perfectly willing to get spooky, but the show doesn't really go into that territory very often. And even, I remember the Pokemon Tower episode. No, I was all prepped for a spooky, scary episode, and then nothing scary happens. It's sillier than this one.
Well, what about that episode where Sabrina, turns everyone into dolls and puts them in a weird dollhouse?
That's kind of spooky, but there's no ghosts in it.
You don't need ghosts to be spooked.
Well, I do. I
don't think that's true.
I'm only afraid of ghosts.
That's absolutely not true.
Name one thing.
The passage of time.
Ah! Just show me a clock face. Ooh.
Show you some numbers. Really, that's all it takes.
Numbers increasing in value. Ooh.
What do they mean? What do you want? Show you an equation.
Stop
it!
Up.
What do you mean the numbers are changing?
I was just getting used to the old ones. This episode, the Japanese title is The Ghost Pokemon and the Summer Festival. It's written by Takashi Shudo, the head writer of the show. He also wrote the first 2 episodes of the show. Remember the first episode and the second episode?
No, I've never watched this show before.
But this is the 20th episode.
Oh, that's sooner than I thought.
We skipped ahead a bunch.
I still thought that this would have been like way later in the series.
This isn't the furthest ahead that we've looked, because this is quite some time before the Pokemon Snap episode.
Yeah,
but
we've watched the Sapphire and Ruby one, didn't we?
Oh, that's a different show. Oh yeah,
it's Pokemon.
We did watch a Johto one, and that is the same show technically. So yeah, this aired on August 12th, 1997. And technically, this is a Natsu Matsuri special rather than a Halloween one.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, in Japan they consider summer the spooky season.
Yeah. So this is the an end of summer episode. I'm assuming, yeah, it aired on August 12th, so it was tied into the real life season.
The reason for the season. It's ghosts!
We open with a rock carved into the shape of a woman looking out to sea.
That's just the way it formed naturally, Mike.
Yeah, by the wind.
Yeah.
Over thousands of years.
The wind and the waves.
And then a ghost of the woman floats out of the rock and then transforms into a Gastly, spoiling the plot twist of the episode.
For real? I was expecting a lot more spooks and scares and suspense, but we immediately get a Gastly.
Yeah, but you like Gastly, right?
Of course I like Gastly.
But that's not the point.
No.
Yeah. Well, the maiden is played by Michiko Neya, who was a regular character of the day voice actor for this series. She also plays Shelly in Pokemon Masters, the Team Aqua admin.
Whoa.
And she's, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation here, Hsienko in Darkstalkers.
Oh, yeah.
And Sophitia in Soul Calibur.
I don't know that one.
And she plays Rose in the Street Fighter Alpha games. And she plays Melissa in Full Metal Panic and Riza in Full Metal Alchemist.
Wow. That's a lot of Full Metal.
I know. How are those two not like the same series?
For the longest time, I thought that they were, and it was just like a spin-off series or something.
Full Metal Panic is the fighting game.
Yeah!
In English, the maiden is played by Megan Hollingshead, who we know as the voice of Nurse Joy.
Oh.
She was also Lemmy in Two Heart, and she was Mion in Higurashi.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know those.
And then we've got Gastly, or Ghosts, as is known in Japan. He's played by Tako Ishimori, who played both Dr. Light and Dr. Wily in Mega Man 2 The Power Fighters.
Wow, what range.
I know. He's done a bunch of stuff, mostly old man voices, but the ones that really stood out to me, these are from his dubbing career. He was the voice of Flintheart Glomgold in the Japanese version of DuckTales. And he's the Japanese voice of the Harry Potter sorting hat.
Okay.
I sort of forgot that the sorting hat was a thing. Isn't that in, like, the first movie and then never again?
It comes back in one of them. Maybe a couple. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've watched it.
Okay. I think he only played it in the first one.
I think in, like, Order of the Phoenix, because, like, they find the sword of somebody inside the sorting hat. I don't know.
Sorting hat?
No. Maybe it wasn't the Order of the Phoenix. There was a phoenix in it. Wait, was it the second one? And then the phoenix, like, flies down and brings the sword? I don't know. It's been a long, long time. We need to stop talking about Harry Potter.
I don't know shit about Harry Potter. I think I've seen each movie once, and that's it. So I can't even help you remember. So the other day I found out that David Tennant was in one of them. I had no idea.
Which one?
I don't know. One of them. But it was before he was Doctor Who, so nobody knew who he was yet. Anyway, in English, Gastly is played by Ted Lewis, who was the voice of James up until episode 7, but isn't anymore by this point.
Now he's a ghost. He died.
He also played Brock's dad. Remember him?
Yeah, the deadbeat.
We also know him as the voice of both DDD and Escargoon in the Kirby anime.
Good.
And he played Eiji in Battle Arena Toshinden.
Which one was that?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask.
This is the main guy.
It's either the main guy or it's his friend, I think.
I don't think it was his friend. His friend had a weird name.
All right, let's look it up. It is the main guy.
I knew it.
His friend is Cayenne.
That's right, Cain.
Okay. So, yeah, at this point, so this episode opens with Ash and his friends arriving on a ship. And I know since we haven't done these in order, that kind of comes out of nowhere for us. So I'm going to explain for your benefit, Mel, that at this point, Ash and his friends have spent I think 5 or 6 episodes having adventures at sea.
I mean, I really didn't need a lot of explanation. Sometimes you gotta get on a boat to travel.
I want you to know that they went on a cruise ship, they got shipwrecked, they got lost on a desert island, they had a little vacation, they entered a beauty contest, and they got attacked by a kaiju tentacruel.
I remember that.
Now they're finally arriving back at the mainland after all those adventures.
And now they find a ghost.
So that must have been it never occurred to me at the time, but that must have been the summer arc, right? They must have been oh, it's the summer vacation, so let's send them all across some islands for a while.
I guess.
Because they basically, at the time, it never occurred to me, but they basically took a break from the actual plot of Pokemon to do all this. They do the 3rd gym, and then all of that island stuff happens, and then they arrive back at the mainland to start heading towards the 4th gym.
See, the only time you meaningfully interact with a boat... No, I guess you surf to Cinnabar Island. You take the SS Anne somewhere.
The SS Anne
is
is the ship that got shipwrecked with them on it.
So this is not the SS Anne. It's a different ship.
Yeah, the SS Anne has sunk by this point in the show. It's at the bottom of the ocean.
Cool. I feel like these children are cursed, and everywhere they go, they bring misfortune.
I think it's Team Rocket that are cursed, and the children just happen to be nearby them.
I disagree.
Oh, okay.
It's too obvious of an explanation. Make the bad guys the curse.
Anyway, they're back at the mainland. They're going to start heading for Saffron City, and they do. This is another thing I never realized growing up, but they do the gyms out of order because they're going to go to Sabrina first and then Erica.
Yeah.
I guess can you do them that way? I think you can do them that way. But
I think there's a couple that you can do out of order.
yeah, but nobody does it because then the levels are all messed up.
I think I might have done it in Let's Go because I was already extremely overleveled.
Right.
So I was like, whatever.
Well, Brock is feeling the way I'm feeling right now in real life.
Yeah, pissed that summer is ending.
Yeah. He spends this whole episode depressed that the summer is ending. But, the joke's on him because the summer actually never ends in this show. They do this whole episode about how Brock's sad that autumn is coming, but autumn never comes. They never see autumn or winter in the Pokemon anime. It just doesn't happen.
Brock is only upset that summer is ending because he can't stare at scantily clad women anymore.
Not that that's going to stop him for the rest of the show.
No, he's going to be a lech for as long as he lives.
And he's going to leave the show before autumn comes. Years from now.
Years from now.
Yeah, he's depressed because he missed out on having a summer romance because he was too busy having adventures with younger kids.
See, I'm depressed that summer is ending because it rained for an entire month and then it was cold in August.
Oh, that sucks.
It was a dumb summer.
Dumber?
Dumber.
Team Rocket are traveling in a tub tied to the back of the ship. And, I wouldn't mind it. It's kind of fun to me.
You don't know how long that they've been at sea. You want to have to shit in the same bucket you're floating in?
Shit over the side.
No.
Why?
You've made your bed, now shit in it.
So Ash and his friends get off the boat, and there's a festival happening. I love a festival.
Yeah, I suppose I do too, but this is an extremely Japanese festival of which I have never partaken in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I haven't either, but...
I was gonna say.
I don't know, I feel like a festival's a festival, right? How different's it gonna be?
I've never done a Bond dance.
Okay. But that's not happening right now. I'm talking about the right now stuff that we're seeing.
I've never been accosted by a strange old woman.
Is that part of the festival?
Apparently!
So yeah, Brock spots a girl, like, standing on the end of the cape, and he immediately falls in love with her, but she vanishes while he's busy getting stepped on by a crowd of people. And James sees her too. Jesse and Meowth are excited to look for coins in the festival. I love how excited they are just to look around the ground for coins.
For pocket change that's fallen to the ground. And then everybody treats it like it's a huge crime.
When I was a kid, I found a £10 note on the floor, and it was the best day of my life.
When I was a kid, I was in a lazy river and I found $20.
Whoa! Was it tied to a string with a hook?
No, it was inside the lazy river. Somebody must have had it in their swim trunks and it billowed out into my waiting hand. Actually, I think I found it with my foot.
In somebody's pocket.
Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to bump into you. Meanwhile, my monkey toes are digging around in their pocket.
And it was $20 in change.
Can you imagine being in a pool with $20 in change in your pocket?
I can imagine being at the bottom of a pool with $20 in change in my pocket.
I can imagine your swim trunks being at the bottom of the pool. And you're someplace else.
Anyway, yeah, so this old lady approaches Brock and warns him that he's in for a terrible time with a beautiful woman.
A warning that everyone should receive at some point in their life.
She gives the same warning to James in a little bit, and I love that he's, like, Brock gets the warning and he's like, beautiful woman, I need to know more about this, but she tells James the same warning and he's like, yeah, I know.
Happens every day.
I want to say this episode is really funny. This made me laugh more than any episode we've watched of this show so far.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what is he talking about? Scary episode.
It's a lot funnier than I remembered, and I loved it. Yeah, the Team Rocket just like crawling around on the ground with magnifying glasses, looking for change. In the middle of this open festival where everyone's walking around.
Right. Nobody seems bothered by it.
James finds a 5 yen coin, and then Officer Jenny appears and is like, thank you for finding that. We'll turn it in down at the station. And I love that he just hands it, like they're also taken aback that they've been confronted by a police officer, that he just hands it over.
Yeah. She's like, you guys are going to have to come down to the station and file a report for this 5 yen note.
Yeah, and then they book it. So that they don't have to do any paperwork. Or no, just Jessie books it, but she puts James and Meowth under her arms and runs.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the first episode where I feel like Team Rocket are really like in the swing, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sure it happened earlier than this, but of the ones we've watched, this is the first one where I'm like, yeah, this is Team Rocket, and this is how hilarious they are. So both sets of characters end up at the Maiden's Shrine, where an old man reveals a painting, and James and Brock both recognize it as the girl that they fell in love with earlier.
But she died 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, waiting for her lover to return from a war. And she waited so long she turned to stone.
She waited so long, she died.
I feel like this is the only episode of the whole series where we see James show any interest in romance.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It does feel a bit wrong, doesn't it?
It does.
Because I would say you could make a pretty strong case for James being Arrow Ace. You know?
Yeah. As the series goes on, he doesn't seem to be interested in much other than collecting bottle caps and
and Pokemon
the day.
cards. He loves his Pokemon, he loves his bottle caps, he loves his card collection,
he's
and that's
just going about
it.
Life doing his own thing.
But it feels almost like this was the last straw for James. This was the point where he was like, that's it. I'm done with women.
Swearing off them for good. Every beautiful woman I run into just ruins my life.
There's always been a lot of people who ship Jesse and James as a couple, and
That's
I've never
wrong.
liked that. Yeah, I'd never seen anything romantic between them. I like them as like fully platonic. I think they're stronger like that.
They're practically siblings.
Yeah. When the old man tells them about the statue of the maiden, they're like, "Where is this statue?" And he's like, "It's right behind the shrine."
What do you
Like,
mean you haven't seen the statue?
He's just, well, I think what he says is like, it's pretty close to here, but then the next shot we see that it's literally behind the shrine. So yeah, James and Brock both go to shout things at the statue.
Right.
They're both acting kind of unhinged.
We know she's dead, but what if we just scream at her statue? Do you think she'll hear us?
Meowth suggests that maybe they could steal that painting of the maiden.
Yeah, and turn that into more pocket change.
I sort of assume that painting's not worth very much, TBH, but...
Right. That's a cultural thing and not a fine art piece.
Yeah, I feel like the only way you'd get any money for it is if you sold it back to the people you'd stolen it from.
Right.
So the sun goes down, but Brock is still staring at the maiden. He, like, right from the beginning, he's a lot more unhealthy about it than James is.
Yeah, he's sitting outside staring at it for hours. And Ash is like, "Brock, you gotta come inside." He's like, "Oh, I'll be fine."
Well, Ash is trying to get him to come and enjoy the festival with them at this point. Because they're like, "We want to go." You can actually hear the festival happening in the distance, which I thought was nice. But they're like, "Listen, there's a festival happening, and we don't want to stare at this rock." So as they're leaving, Brock is like, "It's okay, I'll be fine. I'll just stay here a bit longer." And Ash is like, "All right, you know where we're staying tonight, right?" And Brock's like, "Yeah, we're staying at the Pokemon Center. I'll be there before curfew, don't worry."
He's not.
They're clearly concerned as they leave. They clearly think that he might not show up, and he sure doesn't.
He's been staring, unmoving, at a statue for hours already. Like, it's nighttime. Of course they're right to be concerned.
Yeah, curfew comes, and the shutters start closing on the Pokemon Center. And Ash tries to go look for Brock, but Nurse Joy doesn't let him. Meanwhile, up at the shrine, like, have you ever seen anybody sleep in a sleeping bag the way Team Rocket are doing it here?
Suspended in cocoons.
Yeah, they're using them like cocoons hanging from the trees.
They're like Kakuna in that one episode.
I want to know the logistics of this.
I bet somebody's done it.
I
mean, I would think that, like, at a friendly neighborhood shrine, you probably don't have to worry about wildlife crawling into your sleeping bag, but, you know, maybe they are.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's probably the reason for it. I just thought they were weirdos. So they're hanging from the tree. Meowth's alarm clock goes off to tell him it's time to steal the painting.
It's time for crime.
It's crime time. But the maiden's ghost shows up and puts Meowth back to sleep. And the other two just didn't wake up anyway.
Yeah, that sounds like them.
And the Pokemon Tower music is playing. It played at the very beginning of the episode as well.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice, like...
spooky remix.
The maiden ghost wakes James up and then goes to get Brock, who hasn't moved. The next day, Ash, Misty, Jessie, and Meowth are all searching for their friends near the shrine. And they bump into each other. Did you... Oh.
You missed the
What were you gonna
Darida.
No, I was about to ask if you... Did you know who the Darida was?
Coughing! It's coughing!
It's Gastly.
What? That's crazy.
Like, how would we even guess that? There's been no hint of Gastly anywhere in this episode so far.
No, this has been a real thriller. It's a suspense episode.
We've seen Gastly twice already, but if that wasn't enough to spoil that Gastly was behind all of this, then the da-da-da would probably do it.
That's clearly a coughing.
Now we're at, I think, what was the funniest scene in the whole episode for me. An episode that's packed with funny scenes. This was the one that made me laugh the most.
Yeah?
Jesse's trying to do the motto alone.
Oh, yeah.
But then halfway through the motto, James's muffled voice joins in. So she keeps doing it to locate him.
なんだかんだと聞かれたら答えてあげるが世の情け。一人でこれやも寂しいけど。世界の破壊を防ぐため、ボロ、世界の平和を守るため、愛と真実の悪を貫く。
ラブリーチャーミーな敵役。
武蔵。
むしろ。
銀河をかけるロケット団の2人には。
ホワイトホール。広い明日が待ってるよ。
わあ、むしろ、ミッケ。
And he comes tumbling out of the shrine. And then the part that made me burst out laughing is when Brock falls out after him and just says, I'm here too, as he falls.
自分もいるです。
No, that wasn't my favorite part of the episode.
Oh, is that near or is that later?
It's later.
Okay. Yeah, it was Brock's delivery of I'm here too, as he just falls past the camera. It really got me. The two of them lie on the floor giggling to themselves, and the old lady shows up and says that they're both possessed by the ghost of the maiden.
She's my favorite character.
She's pretty good. I also laughed when Pikachu shocks them both, and they return to normal. I thought that was funny. But Brock is like, who am I? I am Brock. And nods. and then James just sort of like launches himself into the air and starts flying around.
Yeah, he's not quite back to normal.
Well, I don't know. Meowth says that that's normal for him. The old lady tells them the story of the maiden's ghosts. Every year around the festival, she chooses men and sucks them dry.
Good for her.
It doesn't sound so bad, except for the part where they become mummies.
Right. Except for the part where they're clinging to life with nothing inside of them but hate.
Is that what she said?
No.
Oh.
I'm saying if you were fed on by a ghost to the point that you were just like a desiccated husk of a man,
Yeah.
wouldn't you be full of nothing but hate?
Depends on the ghost. I'd have to meet the ghost and make a decision.
Well, you've already
then.
met the ghost, and you've been sucked dry by it.
Oh, I didn't know.
I didn't know how else to break it to you.
I guess I'm full of hate. Now that you mention it.
The old lady sells them some warding Ofuda.
What? It turns out Brock is still possessed. He's still like, when she's talking about getting sucked dry from the ghost, he's like, yeah, I'd like the ghost suck me dry.
That's not him being possessed. That's him being a lech.
But James isn't possessed. He's terrified.
Yeah, because James is smarter. Like, he realized that this is a ghost that's trying to drain his life force, and he's like, oh, okay, I don't want none of that. But Brock's like, she's really hot, though.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
She's a 10, but she's a red flag.
So yeah, the old lady sells them a bunch of Ofuda, sticks some on Brock and James's foreheads. Ash and Misty buy a ton of them and start sticking them all over the shrine. And Jessie, Meowth, and Pikachu are sticking them all over James and Brock's bodies. But the part I don't get is that night, everyone hides inside the shrine, waiting for the maiden to arrive. Why didn't they just get the heck out of there?
And miss the summer festival?
But they're missing.
Come on, Mike.
They're missing the summer festival anyway because they're here crouching in the shrine looking for the maiden. And it's like, just leave her to it. Take your friends and go.
No, absolutely not. You deal with the ghost.
Anyway, a strong wind comes and blows all the Ofuda off the outside of the shrine, so they didn't do anything.
No.
And then the maiden bursts in and blows all the Ofuda off of Brock as well.
She's kind of OP, if you ask me.
Yeah. And she and Brock have a romantic exchange, and she levitates Brock and James out of the shrine. Brock is completely willing, but James doesn't want to go.
No, he's clinging for dear life.
Yeah, his Ofuda aren't working. Apparently,
Because they're freebies.
they were all freebies that came with Ash and Misty's ones.
There's no blessing attached to this.
Jesse and Meowth don't have any money, so they just had to take the the freebies that came with Ash and Misty. It's quite nice of Ash and Misty to give them the freebies, really.
Are they just decorative Ofuda?
I guess. They're just actual stickers.
Right.
So as the maiden pulls Brock and James out over the cliff, Ash and Misty grab Brock's legs and he snaps out of the trance. And then Jesse shoots the ghost with a bazooka.
That was my favorite part.
Okay. It's
So, like,
pretty good.
Ash and Misty grab Brock and stop him that way, and James is still just floating towards the ghost. He's like, hey, guys! And then a bazooka that we've never seen before is pulled out and fired at a ghost.
And it does make a hole in her for a second.
It does. It stops her. James stops levitating.
He does. He falls down to the ocean far below. I loved how long he was falling as well.
And the fact that we have to watch him climb back up the cliff.
Yeah, because we don't see him fall. We just hear him fall while Jesse is talking. And then he rockets back up the cliff. I think he climbs the cliff faster than he fell down it.
For sure.
But she says she didn't do it to save James as much as she did it because she's personally insulted as a woman by the way the maiden is acting around men.
That's not true. She did it for James.
You know, later on in the show, they definitely get a lot more open about how much the three of them love each other. And I love that for them. The maiden gets mad and she summons a bunch of spooky skulls.
Ash thinks they're Pokemon because he's an idiot.
This is the part where it's like the closest to being actually scary that Pokemon, the TV show, ever got. But I really like the staging of this, because Ash tries to scan the skulls with his Pokedex, and it tells him that there's no Pokemon there. But then as the skulls all kind of like pounce towards
Surround them.
they all come at them, and Ash flinches away, and he points his Pokedex like elsewhere, and it dings, and he's like, oh, hang on, it did pick up something. And then he points it all over the place trying to figure out what it is, and then when he points it at the maiden, then it scans and they realize that it's actually a Gastly. And I thought that was a really clever staging of that playing out.
What if it just was on Pikachu for a split second? That's what it detected.
I did have that thought. But no, they figure out that the maiden has been a Gastly all along.
What a lying bitch.
And then the Gastly reveals that it was also the old woman who sold them the Orphan.
Iconic.
So that's the real plot twist. We knew from the beginning that the maiden's ghost was actually a Gastly, but we didn't know the old woman was also a Gastly.
Right.
That part was legitimately a plot twist. Since it's a Pokemon, that means Ash can battle it, allegedly.
He just sucks at it.
I mean, they all kind of... There's so many things that happen here. So many different Pokemon get a turn.
Gastly's a little OP in this.
Yeah, also, Gastly can talk, and they just, like, don't... I don't think there's ever another talking Gastly in the whole show.
Right.
But they don't... Like, in these early episodes, when Meowth talks, people are always like, hey, that Meowth talks. But they don't have any, like, similar revelation for Gastly.
Do you think this Gastly is the ghost of her lover, and he just doesn't know it?
Oh my god.
And that's why he can talk?
This is too deep for our show. I don't think so. But, you know, it's never explained why it can talk.
It's never explained why it can talk. It's never explained why this Gastly has an interest in perpetuating the myth of the maiden. It comes back every year to do this. It's like
true.
They're bound together in death, but they aren't aware of who the other is.
That does add an extra layer of sadness to this whole story, if that is what it is. But anyway, Gastly turns into a mousetrap to beat Pikachu. turns into a catnip ball to beat Meowth. Jessie sends in Ekans and Gastly becomes a real-life mongoose.
Yeah, this is before Zangoose existed, so it's just a normal mongoose.
Another example of real-life animals showing up in Pokemon. It only happens in, like, the first, maybe, like, 50 episodes, but there it is. There it is again. Add that to the fish that we've seen.
Way to go, Pokemon.
Jessie tags James in once it's clear that Ekans is losing, but James is like clearly still a little bit out of it.
Yeah, he's just shocked to be tagged in the first place. Because Jessie it doesn't seem like she's obviously over the fight. She just calmly walks back and tags him in. She sits down and looks pissed.
He sends in coughing, but now the mongoose has a gas mask on, so that doesn't work.
I was wondering how he was going to defeat a stink monster, and that's the dumbest but best way to do it.
What next? Ash sends in Charmander, and Gastly becomes a fire extinguisher. Then the most extravagant one.
Right! The Zap Molcuno of it.
Ash sends in Squirtle and Bulbasaur together. So Gastly becomes both a Venusaur and a Blastoise, and then combines them into a Venustoise.
Why would that scare them?
Yeah, very interesting. Then Misty brings out a crucifix, some garlic, a steak, and a hammer.
Gastly does mention Dracula.
Yeah, I love that Gastly is kind of polite about it. He's like, I'm not Dracula, you know?
I think we need to discuss the implications of Dracula existing in the Pokemon universe.
What, do you think this is the only mention of Dracula? I wonder if there's another one.
I doubt it. I'm sure this is just like the mongoose and the fish, but I choose to believe Dracula is in the Pokemon world.
Could be. Nothing's coming up when I search Dracula. Pokemon Dracula. I mean, stuff's coming up, but not anything official, you know? Or just fan stuff. But I don't know. I feel like Dracula's popular fiction. Have we got any other examples of, like, popular fiction exist? Mario exists in the Pokemon universe.
What?
There we go.
Where's Mario?
In Pokemon Red and Blue, you can look at the Super Nintendo in the department store, and it'll tell you it's a game where Mario has a bucket on his head.
Why does he have a bucket on his head?
That's a real game.
I know it is, but I don't remember what it is.
It's Mario and Wario.
Oh, okay.
The reason it's included is because Game Freak made it before they made Pokemon.
Gotcha.
So that's why they had a reference to it. Also, Stand By Me and The Wizard of Oz both exist in the Pokemon universe.
Why?
Your mom's watching them on TV in your house, depending on what gender you are. If you're a boy, she's watching Stand By Me. If you're a girl, she's watching The Wizard of Oz.
Right, I like how those are apparently the same.
Yeah.
The Wizard of Oz is the coming-of-age story for girls, where you have to confront a witch that puts you through trials before sending you home.
Yeah, if you're a girl, then you have to go confront a witch and find the wizard. And if you're a boy, you have to go look at a dead body.
If you're a girl, you're the one who murders. If you're a boy, you have to find the dead boy.
So anyway, fiction exists is what I'm getting at anyway. They might have Dracula. Anyway, he's not Dracula, but the sun begins to rise. And although he's not a vampire, he doesn't want to be there during the day. So he leaves.
But he is all the time, as an old woman.
I know. I think this is just part of the bit, you know? This is just showmanship on his part, I think.
He's just tired of battling.
He's just like, oh, the sun's coming up. That's the end. That's my cue. Remember the maiden until next summer. He's clocking out. That's all it is. Because he does say this is his part-time job later on.
He does, yeah. But that's not until the next night when they float the lanterns.
Yeah. So the next evening, people are setting lantern boats into the river to flow out to sea. And Officer Jenny explains that the spirits of the departed come to visit during the Bond Festival and then travel back to the afterlife on these little lantern boats. I think this is a real tradition somewhere, right?
Probably.
It feels familiar, but I also watched this episode when I was a kid, so maybe it just feels familiar from this show. Okay, yeah, the activity is traditionally performed on the final evening of the Bond Festival. in the belief that it will help guide the souls of the departed to the spirit world. So yeah, she's just explaining an actual Japanese tradition.
Oh, there you go. We learned today.
We did. I learned this from Pokemon, I guess. I thought it was an actual Japanese thing they do, but then I realized that I learned it from this, so it could have just been made up by this. But it wasn't. It's real. So we see Gastly traveling away on one of the boats, and as he goes, he talks to the real ghost of the maiden. Because she does exist.
Yeah.
She just doesn't come out
She
of the
was
rock.
real.
He's helping keep her memory alive while she waits for her love to return. And he promises that if he comes across her love on his travels, he'll pass her feelings on. And it was quite sweet.
I'm pretty sure it's him all along.
Maybe. This scene made me feel something. I didn't expect to.
Because, like, why is she a ghost trapped in a stone, but he's a Pokemon?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think it's because she can't leave the stone until her lover appears.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, oh, I mean, yeah, but that's what she chose. Her unfinished business is that she has to stay on that exact spot until her lover comes back. So until he does, she's stuck there.
No, I think he's turned into a Pokemon and has no memory of who he was before.
You've made her much more depressing. I mean, it's already kind of depressing, but you've made it worse.
Good.
I liked Brock. He's like standing under a tree looking at the statue. And he's like, if only you were 2,000 years younger.
She's just not into you, bro.
And then he wonders if maybe he should come back next year.
Run into the ghost. Have a chance.
Too bad, Brock. Next year's never coming.
You'll never even see autumn.
And I thought that was just going to be the end of the episode, but there's a little bit more at the end where we actually see the Bond dance happening.
Jesse and James playing a taiko drum.
I know, I really liked it. Ash and Misty doing the dance in there. Are those kimonos or are those called something else?
I just forgot the word, but it would be the lighter summer version.
Right.
Yukata.
Ah, that's the one. Yeah, you're right. I remember now. There's a version of Pokemon Ondo playing in the background. Do you remember Pokemon Ondo?
I do.
It won't show up in the show for like another 30 episodes for real.
For another 30 years.
The version that's playing back here, it has the same lyrics, but it's not the same recording. It's I think it's just being sung by Professor Oak's voice actor.
ガス状ポケモンゴースかお待たせ何してるの踊ろうカジマピッツァ
But yeah, they had the lyrics already. Guess they just hadn't like fully recorded it yet. But that was cute.
Yeah.
And then we get a preview for the next episode, which is Bye Bye Butterfree, which is one of my favorites.
Everyone's favorite episode.
Yeah, it's a really good
The one that makes you cry.
It does make me cry. I've never watched it in Japanese. I've only seen the English version, and that made me cry.
Imagine what it'll do in Japanese.
Yeah, when they don't ruin the mood with some 4Kids music replacing the original. But I really liked this episode. It made me laugh. It made me feel something at the end. It was good.
Yeah, I liked it. I laughed.
Yeah. For an episode that doesn't... Because, like, people complain about the filler episodes, right? Where they don't move the actual plot along in any way. And this one doesn't. But whatever, it's really good.
Yeah, it tells a good story. It's not just, like, wasting your time.
Yeah. It's not like... Because later on, I know there's a lot of episodes where the whole episode is just like, look at this new Pokemon. And those episodes can be pretty boring, but this one felt like it had a plot. And it made me laugh lots of times. I liked it.
Yeah. Jesse had a bazooka.
Jesse had a bazooka. Brock was here too.
Brock's always there.
Well, do you want to talk about the dub?
I am very excited because this is a very Japanese episode.
Yeah, there was quite a lot of changes here, but fewer changes than you'd expect as well.
Okay.
The title of the dub is The Ghost of Maiden's Peak, and it aired in America on the 2nd of October, 1998. Immediately, as soon as the episode starts, they have removed the Pokemon Tower music and replaced it with their own 4Kids general stuff.
Great.
So that I was annoyed about. There's a part as they're walking around like the festival towards the beginning of the episode where I noticed the same girl shouts, "Let's go on the Ferris wheel" twice in one shot. Cool. They just reused the same clip. It was obviously just supposed to be like random background chatter, but that one voice happened to cut through.
Right.
They changed when the old woman is talking to them, this needs a little bit of explanation. When the old woman is first talking to them, Misty thinks that she might be the beautiful woman who'll cause problems for Brock. She says that she wouldn't cause him any problems. And the old woman in the Japanese version calls Misty a brat.
Yeah.
And then Ash laughs at that. And then Misty points out that Ash is the brat boy because that's what Team Rocket always call him. That's their nickname for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's been changed. Instead, the old woman calls Misty scrawny, and then Ash agrees that she's scrawny.
Okay.
So it's kind of a shame that they lost the brat boy thing, but also that nickname is different in the English version anyway, so it wouldn't have worked. Because in the English version, Team Rocket call Ash the brat boy, and they call Misty and Brock the brat gang, basically.
Yeah.
So there's a distinction between what they call Ash compared to the others.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure in the English version, they just call them all the twerps. So that distinction doesn't exist anymore. So there's no real way that they could have worked that into the English script, I don't think. But it's kind of a shame that it was lost.
I think I'll survive.
You know when James finds the 5 yen coin?
Yeah.
Oh, you know they couldn't let that slide.
A hastily drawn nickel.
It's a penny. They drew an American penny over it. When he picks it up, in the Japanese version, when the old lady confronts him just after he's picked it up, he looks over his shoulder and he's like, "Oh, you caught me." Like, because he's picked up this penny.
Mm-hmm.
In the English version, instead, he says,
I dropped this.
And I kind of thought that was funnier.
I think they're equal but different. Same but different.
Yeah. I didn't think it was a bad change. It made me laugh. Just the abruptness of it. Because he's got that like he's got that big grin on his face. In the Japanese version, it reads as like he's being kind of cheeky, and in the English version, he's just like I don't know what it reads as in the English version, but it made me laugh. Just the sudden cheerfulness of like, I dropped this. But then they removed the biggest laugh of the episode for me. The part where Brock falls past the camera and says, "I'm here too."
Yeah.
In the English version, he just grunts. It's not funny at all. It just happens.
No. Lame.
Yeah, I was sad about that. I guess they tired themselves out painting that penny because they didn't change the yen in the old lady's cash register.
Good.
That's just yen still. And they called the Ofuda anti-ghost stickers.
Anti-ghost stickers! Well, this is 1997. Ofuda was a little too Japanese.
Yeah, I would have had no idea what they were. Like, even anti-ghost stickers, I was like, what the hell is that?
Right.
So it's, I don't know what they could have done there.
I don't know. Even in the games, they just call them spell tags.
Yeah. So I think that's fine. I don't know what else they could have done.
Right. There isn't exactly an English translation.
And it's not like they could like paint them out or replace them with something more Western because there isn't anything.
Just a bunch of crosses.
They're too central to the episode for them to just like cut them out,
Right.
You know when they grab Brock's legs
Yes.
in the original, they grab his legs and he's like, "Huh, you guys?" And like he wakes up from his trance.
Yeah.
In the dub, instead, he's like,
Hey, let me go!
I want to float towards the ghost lady.
yeah, it's such a different. The thing is, like his face, I guess because of the way his eyes aren't, Brock's face isn't super expressive a lot of the time.
Right.
And it does kind of read as angry. But, I was surprised because I remembered him being angry there when I watched this as a kid. I was surprised to learn that in the original, he was actually like waking up from his trance in that moment.
Yeah. It's not super... I mean, it's not clear at all because they changed it.
Yeah. They changed the catnip ball. They don't mention that it's catnip at all. Maybe they were trying to take out the drug reference.
The cat drug reference.
Yeah, but they painted the word... In the Japanese, the ball has the word catnip written on it in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
They painted that out and they didn't replace it with anything, so it's just a ball. It just looks like Meowth is playing with a ball. And the mongoose.
Yeah.
So when the mongoose shows up in the Japanese version, it says mongoose.
Yeah.
Like it's a Pokemon. In English, it says dinner time instead.
Okay.
Which I thought they should have just had it say mongoose. I liked how they tied it in with the Pokemon universe. You know, it makes it feel like if they did have real world animals there, they'd be saying their names.
You're telling me I would wake up every morning and hear something outside my window just screaming bird?
Yeah. No, it would be screaming the type of bird. I'd wake up every
That's even
morning
worse.
hearing the word seagull floating across the breeze.
The shrill shriek of the word seagull.
It would have been much different, I don't think. And over the Bond Festival at the end, they removed Pokemon Ondo. And they just have this kind of like discordant random festival sounds instead.
Okay.
It's weird. I didn't like it.
I think I'm doing a bang-up job.
Let's drum up some fun!
I wish they just left Pokemon Ondo in.
It's too Japanese, Mike. It'll frighten the children.
Yeah, let's frighten them with these discordant noises of a festival instead.
They're used to that.
Well, that's it. That's everything I noticed. We also get the Poke Rap in the English version.
Of course.
This episode had the final segment of the Pokemon Rap in it. The two guys who perform it tell you that you can't miss a single episode or you won't know all the Pokemon.
Can you name all the Pokemon? Just put today's song together with the other days of the week. That's why you can't miss a show. You gotta catch 'em all!
Whoa.
You gotta put all of the Poke Raps together to learn all the names.
It's the only way.
Yeah, this part wasn't included in the CD, I remember. Because I was like, whoa, I don't remember them telling me I have to watch every day in the...
I don't remember being scolded by the song.
Yeah, but that's it.
Yeah.
We did it.
We caught another Pokemon.
But what about
The Legacy?
the legacy? What about it?
Did they make the maiden Pokemon?
I think the legacy of this episode is that the yukata that Ash and Misty wear at the end went on to be worn by them again during the Pokemon Ondo ending song. And Pokemon Ondo itself. This was the first appearance of it, even if this isn't the final version of the song.
Do you think it counts that in Pokemon Black and White, there's like the ghost on the bridge that like you think is a real person for a while until you learn of the legend?
No, I don't think so. Because the game's already had stuff like that.
Okay.
Because probably the reason this episode exists is because of stuff like the spooky hand on your
Right.
shoulder in the game.
Oh, I know what spooky hand you're talking about.
Yeah. But they couldn't do a whole episode about the spooky hand, so they did this instead. They did the spooky hand in Pokemon Origins, though.
When?
I don't know, one of the episodes, the spooky hand appeared. We'll watch it someday.
Okay.
I think that's it. I think I'm out of stuff to say about
yeah.
this.
Me too.
But-
I don't know anything about Pokemon.
Yeah, you've never played it
Mm-mm.
before. It's okay, I'll tell you all about Pokemon. I'll teach you how to EV train.
I don't even know what that is.
For anyone,
Or why I would want to do
for
it.
anyone who doesn't know, Mel's the one who taught me how to EV train. just to put that out there for the people who don't realize we're making a joke.
The people who don't realize the hundreds of hours I've wasted on this series. Thousands, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a new game coming out this month. I just
Oh.
remembered.
That's right.
I'm gonna get it.
I'm not committed to it yet. You have to tell me if it's worth it.
I think it will be, but I like Pokemon, so...
Not like me.
No, not like you, the certified hater. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah.
I'd like to personally thank our club VIPs, Mark Kelly and Jamie Core, and our club Mesmeron, Eugene Latty.
And I would like to personally call them weird freaks.
And if you'd like to join them, you can head to patreon.com/superbreakfastfriendsclub and sign up for all kinds of things.
Cool.
We got some bonus episodes. We got one up there, and there's gonna be another one.
What could it be?
Something Halloween.
Oh, it's too spooky for me, thanks.
No, it's not. I need you.
You know that of all the people, I am the most terrified of anything scary.
I do know that about you. Yeah.
I refuse to engage with that type of media.
Yeah. I've never once watched you play a horror game while I
Never.
hid behind the couch.
It's too scary. I'll have nightmares.
I'm Skull Pirate Mike. Come and find me on twitch.tv/SkullPirateMike. I'm going to be playing some spooky games for Halloween. I haven't even decided what they are yet.
Yeah, we have to figure that out.
Oh, you going to help me?
I help you every year.
Oh, yeah. Bye!
My stomach's been grumbling for the last 10 minutes, so we have 3 people, 3 hosts this episode.
Okay.
Why did you never ask my stomach any questions? She would have answered.
You want to do an interview now?
No.
Okay.
I do feel a big one coming, though.
A big interview?
Yeah. She's breaking her silence.
She's gonna make an apology.
Get the ukulele.
Or is it gonna be a call out?
Oh, why not both?
Apology for the misunderstanding and a call out.
I'm apologizing for calling you out.